We're going to start learning unit number 8 with a little bit of an overview about advanced directives, because for learning unit number 8, that is our topic for this week. So what is an advanced directive? An advanced directive is a legal document. It's written in advance of serious illness, and it is a document where the individual states their wishes for health care or the names of someone to make those choices. Before I go any further, I want you to know that this PowerPoint will be available for you as well. So you might just want to listen to this and then you can review it again later. This document only goes into effect if you cannot communicate your wishes. It's called by many names, but advanced directives typically have two parts. The one part is the medical decision maker. Who's going to make the decisions for you if you cannot? Some states call that the healthcare agent. They call it a healthcare proxy in others. They call it a healthcare surrogate in others. And in even other states, because every state is slightly different, it's called the durable power of attorney for healthcare. I like medical decision maker. And then there's a second part to an advance directive, and that would be the living will. So what is a medical decision maker? It is what is a durable power of attorney for healthcare? It is authorizing someone else to make healthcare decisions on your behalf if you cannot make those. It is a signed, dated, and witnessed document naming another person to be your agent in making healthcare decisions, again, when you cannot. Your power of attorney for healthcare may only make decisions if you can't make those for yourself. Do I sound like I'm repeating myself? It's a really key point. It's not the same as a power of attorney for financial matters. If you're interested in really looking at the difference, this is a really good site, and it explains a medical power of attorney, which we also call a durable power of attorney for healthcare, versus a power of attorney that typically gives somebody financial ability to make financial decisions. We're talking about healthcare decisions. So moving on, what is a living will? A living will is a document where you can state the kind of life-prolonging medical care you want or don't want if you become terminally ill, permanently unconscious, and again, are unable to make your own decisions. It informs medical personnel, physicians, nurses, EMS, emergency medical system individuals, what your wishes are concerning certain life-prolonging medical procedures if you may die. It helps your healthcare agent, as well as your family and loved ones, to understand what your wishes are. Your healthcare agent does, however, have the prerogative of overriding your living will. Kind of important. So you want to choose your healthcare agent very well. So who should you, let's go back. Who should you choose to be your medical decision maker? A family member or friend who's at least 18 years old, knows you well, and someone who you have had a conversation with about your wishes for end-of-life care. Someone who can be there for you when you need them, that you trust to do what is best for you, and someone who can talk with your physicians about your wishes and who will assure that your wishes are carried out if and when the time comes. It's important that you are very clear what your wishes are and that the individual recognizes that while they may want you to be around forever, you have wishes and they are going to speak for you if you can't. If you don't have a medical decision maker, if you don't have an advance directive, this legal document in the state of Pennsylvania, then there is Pennsylvania code for who can make those healthcare decisions. And first one is, if applicable, a court-appointed guardian will make those decisions for you. Otherwise, it's a spouse, then it goes down to adult child, parent, adult brother or sister, and adult grandchild. And the last one is an adult who knows your preferences and values. So you can see if you do not have a medical decision maker, one will be appointed going on this per the PA code. And what happens too is sometimes a parent might want something different than a spouse. And it might not be your wishes, but if you didn't have the conversation with anybody, that can be a big problem. And it has been significant problems starting back when Karen Quinlan, who was a younger woman who was her spouse and her parents wanted something different. And so that's a whole story that I'm not going to get into right now. But please be aware that it really benefits the family, loved ones, for you to have a healthcare proxy. So here is, and it's not being real inclusive here, here is a document that really compares and contrasts what you will be doing on your discussion board, advance directives, and a post form. And let's see if we can pull this all the way down too. So we're still not having luck here, are we? Nope. So you're going to have to look down and open the document at a different point in time when the video is over. An out-of-hospital DNR, do not resuscitate, is a medical order. That means it's signed by a physician for those who have end-stage medical conditions, also known as terminal illness. And the main reason for this is in case EMS, someone in the family calls 911, then EMS are obligated to honor this out-of-hospital DNR. And that's where the patient and the physician have decided if their heart stops, they don't want to have they don't want to be resuscitated. Otherwise, without this order, EMS is obligated to start CPR if they're called. There also are out-of-hospital DNR bracelets or necklaces that can be purchased to make it clear. Or EMS will look on your refrigerator to see that if this paper is posted there. 5 wishes is really neat because it is an advance directive. Wish 1 is your healthcare decision maker. Who do you want to make medical decisions for you if you cannot speak for yourself? The second part, wish 2, is the living will. So what type of support? So for example, in the 5 wishes, it notes if I had permanent and severe brain damage and was not expected to recover, I would want, and then you choose whether you do want life support treatment or no life support treatment. Wish 3 is how comfortable do you want to be? What are the comfort measures that you would want? Wish 4, how do you want to be treated? And wish 5, what you would want others to know. I know sometimes this is hard for young people to even think about, but it is important because you are going to be helping your patients in some situations to complete an advance directive. If you've done it yourself, you know what that feels like for your patients. So that's that's one content. So let's take a pause and then I'll go through and give you some instructions in a few minutes. And on April 16th, which is just next month, is National Healthcare Decisions Day. So please read through this information, and you're watching the video, which included the Advanced Directives PowerPoint presentation. And if you want to review that PowerPoint, you can do so by clicking on here. So to get to the specifics, you're going to do a few things. This is a sample, so it's not an actual legal document of the 5 wishes. The reason for that is there is a fee. If you want to purchase a 5 wishes document, it's relatively inexpensive. But the not-for-profit that put this form together and had legal representation, attorneys working on this form so that it would be appropriate for all the differences and nuances of the different states, there is a fee so they can recuperate some of their costs. But you can go on and look at this form. But it probably is better if you have the opportunity. This is the same form, but you can print it out. It's a printable format, but then that will not be an official document. Please note that. If you want to do an official document, an advance directive for yourself or for a loved one, you do need to either, number one, go to the state that you reside in and download Advance Directive and Pennsylvania. Every state does have a free Advance Directive. I love the 5 wishes because it really gets involved in how should that individual talk with their healthcare medical decision maker that they're choosing, their proxy. What are some things that will help that proxy in their role should they ever be needed? So yes, every state has an advance directive form that is a legal document, but I like going through the 5 wishes with everybody so they have a better idea. Then there's the Pennsylvania physician orders for life-sustaining treatment. You're going to compare and contrast the POLST form with an advance directive. And here is more information about the Pennsylvania POLST. If you reside in New York State or work in New York State, you can look at the next link instead. If you don't live in either Pennsylvania or New York, just search on the internet physician orders for life-sustaining treatment and include the state that you live in, and you will see the document. Out-of-hospital DNR order is here, and some information about out-of-hospital DNRs. Then for your discussion board number 8, please note that this is due on Friday night and then reply by Sunday. And it's worth a maximum of 35 points because you don't have a quiz this week. So during this module, you have looked at advanced directives, with the 5 wishes being one such document that includes that medical decision maker, and it also includes a section that is frequently called the living will. So you're going to compare and contrast those 3 documents, the 5 wishes, which is the advance directive, the physician order for life-sustaining treatment, and the out-of-hospital DNR. And after completing the 5 wishes yourself, please share how you felt thinking about wish 2 and wish 3. And you're going to end this week by doing a guided imagery, and I know you're going to enjoy it. So thank you, and have a great week.